Yeah. I see you're getting upset, but you can go fuck yourself. And then have things to say. But Denise held her own. So I do think Erica won the rounds. I think Erica won the battle. I think her comebacks were great. I give this whole fight to Erica. I'm gonna call it. But Denise was a formidable opponent, and she held her own. She didn't cower. She's Denise fucking Richards. And if you really watch it again, she's not on the show. She did well. She doesn't care. So I like that. I like that. I'm proud of Denise, actually. I really am. It's better than fucking Kyle Richards that sits there that has a problem with bringing up kids and then leaves the room. And Garcelle's like, why didn't you bring that up? I do agree with that. Um, Sutton, turns out that Denise was also, we learned, talking about, Aaron's big dick. And Erica's like, well, you brought up Eric. Now, here's the thing. I'm sorry. This is production. Like, you don't think Erica does not remember what Denise says. Production is like, here are your arguments. She said this about the big dick. She said this. Erica doesn't remember what Denise said 4 fucking years ago. So that's total production. But, then Sutton, of course, I guess that's also production, is like, yeah, Denise did say this. But then speak up, Sutton. Speak up. I hate when they passive aggressive. Sutton, Erica. Well, not Erica. Everybody but Erica. Do me a favor. Go home, put on a show called The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Okay? Put on a show called The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Those two franchises are in your face. They don't, it's passive aggressive in Beverly Hills. So I think you could learn a thing or two from, really, I think those are the only two franchises, Atlanta and Jersey. I mean, Jersey don't shy away. When Teresa's got something to say, she goes from 0 to 100 in like 1 second, girl. So put those on, stop being passive aggressive. But I think Denise held her own. Now, the highlight for me of the whole show, I've said it before, I'll say it again. We need Kim Richards back on Beverly Hills Housewives. This scene between Kim Richards and Kyle, when Kim comes over, and of course this scene is not going to be cut, and they're talking about Kathy. Oh my God. First of all, then they flash back to "You Stole My Goddamn House." Oh my God. Oh my God. A classic. Classic. And Kyle is talking about how hummingbirds remind her of her mother or represent her mother. And after her mother passed, she found a hummingbird laying on the floor, and the housekeeper thought she was losing her mind. And her mother's in hummingbirds. I mean, she takes it off and she gives it to Kim. And I don't know. This was such I thought the scene in Kyle's house between Kathy and Kyle before that Lisa Rinna showed up, I thought that was so real. But I thought this was really real. Kim Richards is real. She's like Teresa to me. She can't like help it. She is what she is. So I like that. That's why I like Teresa. She's not exactly the warm and fuzziest person in real life, but she is at least authentic. And at least when she wants to have nothing to do with you, she basically grunts at you, can barely fucking speak to you. I appreciate that. So Kim is so authentic, and now she's having all these revelations, and she misses her mom. It's, oh my God. Don't get me teary-eyed, guys. But she misses her mom, and Kim gets teary-eyed, and then Kyle gets teary-eyed. So it just really was a great scene. The best scene of the whole damn thing. Kyle is so fucking over Kathy. Oh my God. Kim is trying to bring peace. Kim Richards, the voice of reason. Kim Richards, the voice of reason. We need her back on Beverly Hills. She's trying to reconcile these two. She's like, yeah, Kathy, this, and this. Yeah, Kathy basically don't want to reconcile Kim, is basically what you're saying. You could totally see Kathy saying, like, well, does she want to reconcile with me? Do. I mean, look, Kyle is, I see all sides to this, right? Kyle is talking about how Kathy can be mean. Kim even admits that Kathy can be mean. Listen, it's Kathy's way or the highway, guys. Paris will always stick up for her mom, but yeah, I'm sure it's Kathy's way or the highway. I'm sure Kathy can be mean. I'm sure all of the above. But this whole thing about mom wouldn't want this and the real tears. It was just such a good scene. I loved it. We need Kim Richards back on Beverly Hills. You don't want to see her at home doing her drawings on the wall? I do. I mean, she's got a lot going on, right? I mean, at least enough. I also thought it was nice to see Crystal celebrating Passover with Rob. I liked the traditions. I mean, man, listen, I'm on the semi-glutides. I inject myself, Manjaro, Ozempic, and then I move on. I really don't make it my whole world. I do it. I'm like, well, I did it, but today's still a fat day, and I just ate a fucking large pizza, and whoops, I'm fat today. Tomorrow, we'll do an injection, and I'll be back on track. This thing with Crystal, man, like, really, like, you're beautiful. Like, to say like you're sitting there and like, I mean, man, body issues and weight issues, I understand them, trust me. But when they overpower every thinking, it's like, what a waste. What a waste. You have like a roof over your head, you have two beautiful children, like just you got to get the noise out of your head, Crystal. I know easier said than done, but like when she's like, everyone's so thin, and like I'm literally sitting in a room and I'm looking at Erica and how much weight she lost and Kyle, and I'm thinking like I wish they were still fat because now I feel bad about myself. And that's basically what she said. Man, it just makes me realize, like, come on, Crystal, pull it together. Pull it together. And listen, we're not ending on this note because it's a whole discussion that we just don't have time for now because Monica took over. But I don't know. What'd you guys think of this scene between, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, Garcelle calls Dorit a Karen, and Dorit's fine until she's called a Karen, and just, I don't know. I think this was handled so well, right? I mean, what more could we have wanted? I mean, Dorit says this was a teachable moment. Uh, there are some cringy things she refers to herself as Garcelle. I'm Jewish. Well, I'm David and I'm Jewish too. It's not really the point at this moment, Dorit, but Erica spoke it out. Dorit doesn't have any hate in her heart. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this moment? I know you're all gonna have this isn't, trust me, I read the comments. This isn't like Team Garcelle, Dorit's canceled. No, a lot of people feel there's two sides to this. So a lot of people feel a certain way about Garcelle. So, look, I think Dorit, I don't know. I don't know if Dorit is capable of hearing anyone ever. I mean, that's the joke with Andy. I just don't know, but I think this topic isn't going to come up again, maybe at the reunion. No, I don't think Dorit's losing her job over this. Who is losing their job? I mean, something has to change up on Beverly Hills Housewives next season. By the way, not to come back to Salt Lake, but maybe Angie K will be the sacrificial lamb of the whole thing. And I mean, I think Angie did good as a first-year housewife. I mean, girl, Monica certainly stole your thunder.